You're now tuned in to Seriously Not Another Podcast. I'm your host, Ben, the Blueprint.
Oh, okay.
Ready. Joined by my beautiful co-host. A to the motherfucking Master C.
Oh, okay. What's happening? You never cease to amaze me.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Appreciate everybody tuning in live tonight. Like always, you are tuned in for a good one.
Oh, yeah.
As always, we do it for the culture.
For the motherfucking culture.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still Ramadan Mubarak. Straight out.
Yeah. That nigga was losing it. Let's take a shot, man. Let's take a shot.
Turn order. Shout out to Ramadan.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in live on Facebook. You already know it is those that's tuning in live on Spreaker. Oh, man. How your week been going, AC?
My week was fantastic.
Fantastic?
Last Friday, we didn't have a show, but I had the opportunity to be face-to-face with my nigga DJ Quick, and that shit was amazing. That was like a fucking bucket list experience.
Really?
I didn't have no backstage passes or nothing. I literally just said, can I come back there? And they were like, come back here. That was a blessing.
Well, come on then. And it was a great experience.
Yes. I got my shirt signed, so I can't ever wash or wear that shirt again. But shit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to seal that joint up.
I know. I was looking for a big ass like Ziploc bag, but I couldn't find one. So I'm gonna find one ASAP. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we gonna have
so that was amazing.
We have to find a frame. What about a frame? No frame?
I don't want it on display.
Okay.
Because then somebody gonna try to yoink me. You know.
They'll yoink you for the shirt?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yoink sound like some sexual shit.
And it had the rhythmalism cover. That shit's classic.
If somebody told you, hey, you gonna let me yoink later, what that mean?
Yeah. If you gonna yoink it up, yoink it up. God damn it.
Oh my God.
Like, I ain't even shared yet.
Let me fade this damn music out. My week was wonderful. It was pretty damn dope. Shout out to my little sister, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
My little sister finished
Ooh. Shit. Okay. Look.
Oh, y'all don't know what that is? It's this. Look.
Oh, you had that at the graduation. You was extra.
They wouldn't let us in with that. But
I understand why.
Yeah. But my sister graduated from Hamilton High School. You know, she's actually going to be the third grandchild to go to college.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her.
Round of applause.
Shout out to her. And you know, I'm pretty sure I said it before, and at first I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a G, I'm a thug it out. I didn't drop no tears at the prom when I seen her looking, you know, immaculate. But the graduation, I'm sitting there looking the whole time like, damn, like mom's like missed all of this. You know what I'm saying? And pops, you know, everybody.
She did, and they was there.
That's what I'm saying. And to understand her story, like I hope one day she get to write a book and tell her story, because her story, she lost like more than half of her family by the age of 10. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's still like at 10, like, so when she lost, you know, the final members that we lost back then, she had a tough time in school. I mean, it wears you down mentally.
Of course.
You know, I wasn't even like, you know, wilding, like you'll get up out of it.
Right.
When she came out of the slump, boy, has she been killing shit ever since she ended school with a 3.8.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
She'll be attending Cal State LA.
Amazing.
You know, it was just a proud moment, man.
And she looked amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She looked amazing. That dress was bomb.
Oh, yeah.
I live for sequins. So
she even put sequins on her cap or her.
I'm here for it.
She loves sequins. She loves sequins.
I love sequins.
Okay, I guess y'all wanted the same.
I got sequins pillows on my couch.
Okay, you flip one way, flip another way.
It's an activity. I just be like,
It could end up being like a stress reliever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You sit there,
It's like a fidget spinner. It's like, oh, okay.
Fidget spinner. Okay. I see you. Fidget spinner, yoinking.
Yeah, I'm fidgeting with sequins.
You fidgeting the yoinks and all that?
Yeah, fancy fidget. But, well, again, shout out to Tutu. Townhouse Media is proud of you.
Yes, we are. Everybody here. Everybody say congratulations. I'm pretty sure she'll listen to this later. You know what it is.
She listens to this.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Let me try to set a good example tonight.
You stupid. And then my cousin taking pictures and shit caught a nigga with the fixing my face. So I'm glad because I damn near started ugly crying. And nobody. I don't like people to get to see that side of Ben Ready or Byron as everybody else would call me. But you know I didn't care about that shit, man. People was like, damn, this nigga cried. Like, yeah, nigga. I mean, it was an emotional day. You know what I'm saying? But this month has been a wonderful month, man. Well, in the past month, let's say past month, you know, both of y'all graduating, you getting your masters. You've been killing it. I mean, look, you going to the next step. You know what I'm saying? The paperwork.
Yes.
You know, we about to see a new improved AC.
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? This is the start of a new beginning, man.
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so
and from what I hear, you know, you as well. You know, I know you doing a good job on your parenting. Townhouse Media doing big things. Shout out to my nigga Dolly. Sugar Free shared cat versus dog clip on his fucking Instagram. Yo, like, this is like the best week ever for Townhouse Media, as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm proud of us, goddammit.
You better believe it.
I think we ought to take a shot. Yeah.
I was already taking that shot. Let me take another one.
So yeah, so with that said, you got anything else you want to get off your chest before we get into these shits or not?
Shout out to the patrons that's holding it down. Shout out to my boy Anthony, man. Appreciate you getting it. That nigga Anthony copped the, I don't know if it was gold or platinum, whatever the hell it was. One of them, he top tiered it up. So appreciate you. Keep you informed when all the good things roll around.
Right, Anthony.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me drop one of them flex. And everybody that continue to support the Townhouse movement. Yeah, I mean, we appreciate it. One love. With that being said, let's get into it.
Okay. I was just sharing real quick. Pow. There we go. All right. So, Friday fuckery.
Uh-oh.
So, the title of this episode is It's Above Me Now. So, clearly, y'all know what it was. Did you see that viral video where a persuasion apparently called a black gentleman a fucking nigger.
A fucking nigger with the ER.
Nigger.
Yes.
Okay. And still expected this man to have sympathy upon her because her family member passed away and she needed a hotel room. And he was very professional.
Very.
You know, he could have been very irate, but yet he's just like, I'm sorry you called me a fucking nigger. I mean, it's above me now, you know. She's like, but I mean, my whole family's here, and you know. And he's like, it's above me now.
My mom died.
I mean, it's above me now. Like Best Western down the street, like it's above me now.
Yeah, Best Western's next door. Good luck with them. It's above me. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's crazy to me how they do the shit that they do. Rewind. I'm so sorry. I know you said this is not a pro-black show, but what the fuck is it if it's not a pro-black show?
Hey.
It's above me now, my nigga. This is a pro-black show.
Okay. Well,
I fuck with the persuasions that fuck with us.
Yes.
But even then, it's like, you know, these are the persuasions who fuck with the pro-black movement. Let's be real.
Gotcha.
So with that said.
Now the thing that tripped me out about that video is when the daughter came in there. The daughter came in there and he was like, she called me a fucking nigger, and the daughter didn't have no type of reaction and had like, what? You said what? It was just like, you know, your mom's is capable of doing this. You know, she done said it before, and she didn't react like, Mom, how could you? Why would you?
I didn't see anything that showed the actual part where that whole exchange happened. I only saw everything that happened after that, where she was asking about the room, and he's like, it's above me now. And all that.
It was in the background, like when the daughter came in, she was like, my grandmother's just passed.
I heard that part, but I didn't hear the actual fucking nigger being said on the camera.
No. I didn't say it on camera. No. But when the clerk, right? Yeah. When the clerk told her that your mom called me a fucking nigger,
right?
She wasn't surprised. This ain't the first time that she done call somebody a fucking nigger.
But then what kills me too is that it's all this entitlement and no apology. Not once did I hear like, I'm so sorry that happened or whatever. It was just constant rebuttals of, but we need this, but we need that. Mm-hmm. Why is it that we are expected to always fucking be the bigger person?
Yeah.
Like, even aside from this topic, like I was having this conversation with Asia earlier this week. Like, I'm actually practicing not being the bigger person anymore because I'm always fucking excusing people's behavior all the time, and it's above me now, nigga. Like, I'm like, fuck that. It's time for other people to take accountability for the shit that they do as well. Yes, I care about people, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to always be the bigger person.
This is fact. I mean, it's like picking and choosing your battle. Some shit you can't be the bigger person. Like, nigga, fuck all of that, nigga. You disrespecting, you out of line. You being a habitual line crosser. Nigga, it's on. When a fucking nigger, like, you can't take that back. You meant every piece of that word when you said that.
LaRue said he was a real one for that. Benjamin said he handled that better than most folks. And LaRue said unapologetic.
Yeah. That was the best way I seen somebody handle something. Mm-hmm. He didn't show no anger. Mm-hmm. He wasn't flexing up on him. Face didn't frown up. Mm-hmm. That nigga, that was the most professional.
And let's be honest here. This is not a stereotype. This is absolute facts. Gay niggas read motherfuckers the best out of anybody on the fucking planet. He could have let that bitch have it.
Yeah.
And he maintained his composure. Round of applause for my guy. I'm just saying, because he could have checked her from yesterday to Tuesday, and it's only fucking Friday. Just saying. So shout out, and that's a shout out. That's no shade. But neither here nor there. You got anything else you want to get off?
I think you know, what's supposed to happen? Like, should there be a penalty when it comes to those that racial slur? Like, should there be jail time or
no,
not community service, classes you have to take, like anger management?
You're operating on the assumption that people think there's something wrong with saying that. We know there's something wrong with it, but the overall like people in position of power are not going to vote for something like that. They'd be incriminating themselves.
And see, sometimes that's why you have to handle it like he did, because the average black person let somebody roll up in there after you call me a fucking nigger on the phone. You would have got tips put on you.
That's what I was telling you like a few episodes ago when I was telling you like sometimes you can't give them the energy that you would expect. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, you know, the initial reaction that one would think is that you cuss their ass the fuck out, or that you'll probably whip their ass. But sometimes you gotta kill them with kindness and show them that they're the nigger. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, otherwise, if you flex on them, you're actually validating the shit that they saying.
Well, I think
even though we shouldn't have to be the bigger person, sometimes you do in a professional setting, because it's like your job is on the line too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the setting. If you at work, yeah, you got a chance. Like if you at a place like McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Well, you know it goes down at McDonald's.
Yeah, we done seen them bras get cracking over the counter.
Like that. I'm tagging it.
You know what I'm saying? So like
they give no fuck.
If it's a job like that, you could chalk that shit. You get the next job down the street. Now, if it's like a career job, then maybe you have to you have to handle it like that.
Hey, and depending on what state you in, working at a hotel might be a career.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like if you in the South, nigga, that's gold.
Yeah, you balling. You got a house, cars, and money to spend. You good. But you know, someone I know was called a nigga at work. Nigga by a Hispanic woman.
But I feel like Latinos feel like they could say that.
It don't matter. Not in no workplace. That's not a place for it in the workplace.
Even as a black person, I don't say that word at work.
That's my point exactly.
I don't say that at work.
That's what I'm saying. So, and the motherfucker didn't even get in trouble. No suspension, no nothing. They swept it under the rug. I'm like, that motherfucker had to be sleeping with somebody or connected to somebody to the point to where they're not getting in trouble for it. Because that could have been the case.
But
I would think.
Again, when it comes to people getting in trouble, one has to feel like you did something wrong. That's really what it comes down to. So, depending on who the person is,
the overhead, yeah,
if they don't feel like that was a problem, you know.
That's crazy. So, maybe they feel like, oh, y'all motherfuckers funny in the city, y'all can call each other that.
Like, oh, what's the problem? You're a nigga too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in other news, in other Friday fuckery news, I don't know if any of y'all seen this video. Tariq, what's his name? Tariq Nasheed. Actually reposted it. I know it's a family that's like viral online, but apparently it's like a little light skin, look like she mixed with Persuasion and something else chick, and like a black dude had a baby together, whatever. And she's like literally on the delivery table holding the baby. You could tell the baby just came out, and her first words is like, "Oh, I thought you would have had pretty eyes," or whatever. And then like the black father is like, "Oh, she does have pretty eyes." And so like Tariq's like caption was like, "Baby ain't even been here a full 5 minutes, and you already imposing your colorism on this baby," you know? And so she like basically like went on her platform and was trying to explain what she meant. And she's like, "Oh, well, you know, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm not saying my baby doesn't have pretty eyes. I'm just saying, like, you know, usually like people who have brown eyes don't get as many compliments. Like, you know, growing up, I had green eyes, and my mom used to always get compliments like, "Oh, your daughter has such pretty eyes." Like, and she asked her dude, like, "Babe, how many times do you hear people say like you got pretty eyes?" Like, brown-eyed people don't usually get complimented on having pretty eyes. For the record, we do. God damn it. That shit didn't make it no better. That shit made it way worse. Yeah. Like, and he's like straight black. Like, he's not, she got some cut on her. Like, she's mixed or something. He's straight black. So that made it like, what type of girl did you lay down with and have a baby with, bro? I mean, and I feel like also, when you know that you're being recorded and stuff like that, you have a responsibility to be thoughtful about the things that you're saying. Right. That's not to say that people may not have certain feelings about certain things when it comes to their kids. I had a friend who had said at one point, like, "I don't want a baby that got a disability," you know, and it's like, it sounds bad, but technically nobody want a baby that got a disability. You know what I mean? Very now, of course, true. If your baby comes out having one, you're going to take care of them and love them. But it's like, it just don't sound good to say it, you know? Yeah, nobody do, but it's all about, like, if you did have one, are you going to give it up for adoption because it has this, you know, disability? Exactly. So, but particularly because this had to do with like race and stuff, it's very touchy because it's like you already putting a complex on this baby who haven't even been here that long, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on with you that would make you impose that type of view on a brand new fucking baby?
And she sounds stupid. Like she don't she don't sound like the smartest, person alive. Like she sounds stupid and ignorant. Just for the fact of trying to clear it up. She know how bad it was.
I think that she thought that she really fixed it, though. But, I mean, let's be completely honest here. There's a lot of people who think like that. I've heard niggas say things like they won't mess with a dark-skinned chick because they don't want their baby to be dark-skinned or, like, crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, clearly that shit is horrible.
Yeah.
And people think it in their head all the time, but it's even worse when you saying it on a public platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I done heard black women say the same thing. Like, oh, I want my baby to be mixed in hair and all this shit. It's nuts.
I wish I had some more fucking color. Shit.
You got enough shit.
I don't know, nigga. I've been burning lately. Shit.
What?
It was literally like gloomy in Vegas, and I was still fucking red.
Oh, sunburn.
Yes.
That didn't come out right.
It's fucking 22%. Really, my nigga? You tried it, my nigga. Fucking tried it. Look, everything is together, okay?
I know. I know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, Allstate. Now,
wow. Look, you're in good hands, okay?
Now, but so your 22% is hopping out. It's taking.
Unfortunately, I feel like the older I get, the more this 22% is trying to take over. I'm gonna need Nigeria to come through for the culture because it's a drought.
That should take the front seat in the summertime.
Drought, my G. I used to tan beautifully, and now I be out here like the persuasion's like, oh,
help me.
Look, even this shit got me burning. I'm like, fuck. I'm burning. I need some sunblock.
Oh, that's why you don't want the lights on you and shit.
Nah, I'm sensitive to light like that. But
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
LaRue said, I hate when people say that. I'm assuming he's talking about the whole color shit. And then, oh Lord, I'm not fucking with Shannon. I don't even know what he referring to, but he said you can get some, and I'm scared. I don't know what he's trying to give me. But neither here nor there. So what we got? Okay, I want to get this shit off my chest because this is a topic that I feel that y'all gonna want to chime in on. Now there was a video with Jess Hilarious and Derek Jackson, aka the car nigga, the car Dr. Phil, the black car Dr. Phil,
the aka. The male basher, the male basher,
the male basher,
the male basher.
And this is a topic that I feel is we should have a discussion about. So basically, I kind of want you to play the audio low key, but you can't, huh?
Yeah, I can go to it.
It's okay. I'll just give them an overview. Basically, Jess Hilarious made a video and she was saying something along the lines like, I don't understand why it is that black people don't help each other. Like, in other words, she's like, say we're friends and you have a business and your business is booming. And I come to you and I'm like, Ben, what is it that you doing to make Townhouse Media great? Like, can you show me how to work these boards? Like, I need to know how to work these boards. And you like, oh, like, I mean, shit, I just do what I got to do. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, but what do you do to make you do what you got to do? And you're like, shit, I didn't mean shit. I just do my shit. And you're not really giving me the information. You trying to avoid, like, really sharing the information with me, you know?
I do that to the little homies. They be like, damn, where you get this from? Like, oh, man, you know me, man.
Oh, I know you do. I be hearing you all the fucking time. Your ass, but I know you don't mean it with the same intent as them. It's just like you're humble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just like, But the shit she's talking about is people who are intentionally like withholding information from their friends or their peers to help them grow as well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so basically she's saying like, I don't understand why people don't, share the information so then that way you could help your friends grow too. Like it's not costing you shit to basically tell somebody how you was able to get your shit off the ground. Now, Derek Jackson countered that shit. And he's like, okay, I feel where you coming from. He's like, but I also feel like, when a person puts in the time to gain this knowledge to do the shit that they do,
Mm-hmm.
just because someone is your friend, they're not entitled to get that information from you just because they asked for it.
Now, I feel that a pinch. Now, when people come to me and they see how far, don't pay attention to that. When
I like the sharing is caring. You know that's my shit.
When people see how far we came along as a group,
mm-hmm.
and all the places that we've put the podcast at, now people are starting podcasts and be like, yo, how? And do like I did. Like, how can I help you when I'm still helping us? You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yo, I can say, hey, now I do enough for people be like, what equipment to get, blah, blah, blah. But like, I can't give you the Pandora Connect.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get nobody that connect because the nigga hit me up personally like, right. Yo, you know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. But if you serious about all this shit that you're trying to do, like I did, you go do the research and you put in the time to find it.
So basically you got the thought process that Derek Jackson had. I just want to read what Auntie said. Nanette is Auntie, right?
Yeah, that's my Auntie, yeah.
Auntie said that's because it's racist black people on their own black race. Now, we going to get into that, Auntie, but another thing that Derek Jackson said, which, okay, this part I could kind of feel, but again, we're going to start a conversation around this. His thing is like, okay, instead of a person feeling like they should be entitled to, get this information just because they fuck with you or whatever, he feel like approach them on some respectful shit. Like, if anything, ask them for a consultation or whatever. He's like, don't just assume that you entitled to get this information. Like, ask them, can you get a consultation? And then, if anything, let them share with you if that's what they decide they want to do.
And let me be clear, when I say these people, these are not like close people that I'm close with and friend, like they're more acquaintances. So like, if you came to me and be like, hey nigga, how I do this and that? Oh, this how you do it like this. Or, let's say Raheem hit me. Oh nigga, there's nothing here. Do that. Like, these are people who I don't even know if they support our movement, but you want support from us. Yeah. We can't do that. Now, a friend, yeah, I'll look out for a friend, but just because we friends on Facebook, like it's a bunch of people I'm friends with on Facebook and that I've been around from the studio days, and they would hit me up too. And it's like, bro, like, nah, nigga, you got to find your own way. Nah.
So it sounds like you kind of somewhere in the middle.
But if they close friends, but if it's friends, I'm all for it. Like, I'm sharing with the friends, not acquaintances.
And I feel what you said primarily at the beginning of your statement, like, let me grow my shit a little bit first,
right,
before I put you on. Because if anything, that be the shit that I be more so in your head about on the background. I'll be like, look, let us get the shit off the ground that we got going first before you try to add more shit onto the equation. And not because I'm selfish, but because I also care about you on a personal level, and I don't want you to put more on yourself than you should be taking on. Because at the end of the day, as ambitious as a person may be, we're all fucking human, and there's only 24 hours in the fucking day. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes you gotta set boundaries for yourself. But at the same time, like, I do feel where Just Hilarious is coming from, like, because there are some people who just don't want to share the information that they have. Like, for example, like, I know I was talking to some of my friends, my mom and so on and so forth, about like repairing their credit and stuff like that.
Right.
Eventually, that's something I want to do. I want to start an actual business, but not just like how people like fix people credit. I'm talking about like actual financial consulting and like financial freedom type shit.
Right.
And that's a state of mind. It's more to it than just fucking removing marks off a person's credit report.
Facts.
I was teaching my mom and a couple of my other friends about that. Knowing that this is a business I'm going to start in the future, I didn't charge them for that shit. I was just telling them, like, okay, start out with this secure credit card, and then once you get that, then apply for this card. Because, I kind of know which card you could get approved for which score. And then before you know it, their score was like skyrocketing. Their shit was higher than mine.
All right.
I'm happy for them. Like, I'm not about to sit there and be a hater and be like, oh, like, yeah, my credit score is this, and then not share the information. Mm-hmm. But there's people like that.
Yeah. there's, I put it like this,
What
like,
is Will?
that's like, I'm the type of person, like, if you gave me the game on what I need to do and where I need to get, I'm going to look out once I get there. You know, that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, let's say somebody, put me in a position to where, you know, I can make an X amount of dollars, right? And I get the X amount of dollars, I'm gonna kick back some for the good looking out. Like, I wouldn't be in this position if you didn't look out. You know what I'm saying? Some people just you know, good looking, but that's just the type of person I am. I'm not gonna say, oh, good looking out, homie, and keep rolling. Man, I appreciate everything you did and give him that.
This nigga said I step up in here and y'all talking about some damn credit scores. That's because you came in the middle of the real nigga shit.
Hey, get some game, man. I don't mean to cut you off, but we gotta
Ain't you supposed to be at a concert, nigga?
I don't mean to cut you off, but we gotta get back to this show.
It's Friday, you mature fuckers. Look, we gotta educate the people, and we gotta get into the fuckery. So this is actually some shit that I wanted to get off my chest because it made me actually think about the conversation we was having when Will was here, but just like not on the back end, but on the front end type shit. Because it's like, on one hand, it's like, shit, I do feel, let me get into some of these comments. LaRue said, I feel you, Ben. I will tell you where the house is, but I will not walk you in. Lady A said, real talk, people need to make judgment on motive behind the questions they ask. Then she said, there are many opportunists, and it comes out when they see you on the rise. And,
oh, yeah.
And also, shit, time is fucking money. Sometimes you just don't have time to, well, another thing, sometimes you know that the people who asking you certain shit is just not really serious about their shit, and you trying to let them off gently. So you just not really like taking the time to really fully explain shit because you know that it's really gonna be a waste of your time and energy. So it's like, rather than be saying like, nigga, really, my nigga, why the fuck you asking me about starting a podcast, my nigga, and you ain't even got a motherfucking job, bruh? Like, you still stay
talk that shit
on somebody fucking sofa. You ain't even got a sheet, my nigga. Like, nigga, you just own the fucking fabric, my nigga. Like,
talk that shit.
And you want to start a podcast, my G? Like, no, nigga. But instead, I just be like, oh, you know, nigga, like, we just do what we do. Like, I mean, look, we let motherfuckers off gently, right? I'm just saying. You shut up, Will.
Very. You know, I mean, and sometimes
you supposed to be at a concert.
And it's like Lady A said, hella opportunities out here. You know, I get asked about playing music on our show or supporting.
I'm here for that.
Or supporting certain individuals.
But that shit can't be whack though.
It can't. You know, I ain't playing no whack shit.
I've heard you play whack shit before.
Nah, ain't nobody ever complained. No.
A couple.
I ain't never got no complaints in them boys.
I like that nigga Kenyon. I like his shit. That ain't no fun shit. I like that, but I can't even remember. I ain't even gonna say anyway. But
however, now once I can't support you if you can't support me. Like,
Will is a troll.
Like, hey, Will, we
He just like, hey, shut up.
Yeah, he like
shut
that, man.
Up.
Hey, man, this ain't no rules, man. We got guidelines, man. Hey, look, so now opportunists. When you see shit happen and it go at a certain pace, people come out the woodworks. Like I said before, when a nigga told me to play, he wanted to come do an interview on the show. Nigga, you ever played our shit? Or you ever, you listen to our shit? Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. No,
and
nigga.
You can tell when they haven't.
Yeah, because you hit you know what I'm saying?
I can tell even by something as simple as where I'll be like, how many episodes you listen to? Just like how long it take for them to like respond, or like the way they respond, I can tell if they really listen or not.
Right.
Like if they say, oh, I done heard like, maybe like, two.
Yeah,
you don't listen to this shit.
That's just a good situation or a good answer. Yeah, of course you're gonna say two, nigga. We 57 in, nigga. You want to say two, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Don't ask me to support anything a motherfucker do if I don't see that motherfucker sharing shit. That's just how it go.
Oh no! Look, let me switch the topic. So, in other words,
that's just how it go,
ladies and gentlemen. we here for
And
sharing knowledge.
And I stand on that.
Oh, we know. Look, this nigga could be Lieutenant Dan with no motherfucking legs, and he gonna stand on that motherfucker.
Hello. Hello.
Neither here nor there. What else we got on the itinerary?
Wait, hold on. Shannon said anybody that is trying to start a business will do some research before they ask questions and have some knowledge of what they're talking about. If not, why ask?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, ask.
Okay. Yeah.
And you got to before, like I said, before this podcast shit started, I was learning all this shit a year before, and I practiced a year before that, and then I dropped the podcast. So, 2 years in the making, man. 2 years in the making.
Yeah, it's got to be a balance. Like,
get on your grind.
You know, if I see you like doing your shit, and then you ask me, then yeah, I'm here for it. So
get on your grind.
Neither here nor there. Let's see. Should we talk about this on the first half or the second half?
The shebang? The second half.
Okay.
I think, how about for the ladies? For the ladies, the voluptuous ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, the voluptuous ladies out here, the you know, the double D's and up.
Triple D.
Nike has unveiled that they have a plus size line coming out. That's right, ladies. For the thickness, you better go down there with the quickness.
Not new. They have that now. I think it's just new in London.
But
this is an article from London, right?
But the mannequins though, they putting the mannequins on this display. Usually, every mannequin is the little slim, slim joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now they throwing up the BBWs up there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if that. I mean, it's fine, but you know, I don't know why it's a shocker overseas.
Well, they said that they feel like by having the BBW mannequins, it is promoting obesity, or like it's basically saying like obesity is okay. Now, okay, I feel a certain way about this because I don't think that having that mannequin is saying that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just showing the people who are in that circumstance who need to buy that shit what it's going to look like on them. That's the purpose of a mannequin. Particularly, it was workout clothes that I saw in that video. Don't they need that?
It's motivation, right?
We need that. I need that.
It's motivation, right?
I want to know what this shit going to look like on me. Like, okay.
Somebody got to strap down these Hooters out here.
I mean,
you know, shit.
Nike can't hold me down. But neither here nor there.
Oh, and Rihanna.
Oh shit, the Will is ridiculous. He said, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love me some big Nike women." Yeah, you know right, nigga. He's ridiculous. I wish his ass was here right now, since he want to be all silly and shit. He was the one who was serious.
He don't even be on his own show. Why would he be here?
Serious and shit. Ooh, nigga. I'm shocked you on this live, my nigga.
What about I say?
Shannon said, "Big titties is not all it's up to be. All you need is a mouthful."
Are you fucking kidding me?
Lady A said, "I'm definitely getting a running fit."
Hey, Shannon, don't have my cold speeches like that, B.
Yeah, they lucky Mark not here because he'll be like, it's not about the size of the titty, it's about the size of the areola.
Yeah, you can't have no.
He don't give a fuck about how big the titties are. How big is this bitch areola?
You can't have a savage rack with a small areola.
Look, here we go. But see, this is what it really come down to with this whole little thick mannequin issue. I think people may want to have a thick behind closed doors, but they don't want to have a thick on display on Front Street. That's what the shit is really about. The world is not ready to have a thick on Front Street. That it's different if it's like the fake ass thick, but like the whole like old BBW, they not ready for that. Particularly in London where size matters and all that shit.
Right.
That's not the move. So it doesn't surprise me, but you know, they're going to have to catch the wave because it's happening.
while we talking about the Hooters, for a quick second.
Right. Speaking of Hooters.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Yes.
Rihanna just became the highest paid musician, female musician, correct? Female musician.
She is the highest paid female artist.
Female artist. Okay. And she just hit up the 600 mil joint. But that's impressive. That's dope. But what's more impressive is that her line, Fenty, now has bra sizes up to the triple D's. You know what I'm saying?
That's it?
We got a. They didn't have triple D's. They was up to like C's. They ain't even had D's. They going up.
Oh, real quick, Will said I'm on some bullshit with that. Well, see, Will, this is the thing. Like, I respect you respecting us sticky thicks, but see, the world as a whole is not ready for the whole thicky thick being like the cover girl movement. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember even like when Tabria Majors, which is my bae, was on Sports Illustrated. That was like a big deal. You know, it was
who?
like Tabria Majors. You know who that
Oh,
is?
yeah,
The
yeah.
little light-skinned thicky
Yeah,
thick.
yeah.
Or even like Demetria, Weather Bay.
Mm.
Nigga, don't look at my bitch.
Mm.
Weather Bay, they was making a big ass deal, and she ain't even big like that. She just got some big ass hips, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, stop biting your lip, nigga."
I'm listening
And
to you
then
now.
like they like, "Oh, like she's like basically inappropriate." Well, shit, when you gotta act like that, I mean, it's only certain shit that you can wear where, you know.
Right.
So it's like really what it comes down to is that like they want that shit. So since they don't have it, they don't want you strutting around with that shit. They don't want that shit on Front Street. They want you to put that shit in the bedroom or behind closed doors type shit or on the music video. That's not for like mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, and understand that there is a difference between now. Or matter of fact, you a woman now. Explain to the people the difference between a thick woman and a BBW.
I don't know.
Or are they one and the same?
If I'm qualified to give that definition, because to be honest, I'm not completely clear myself. I mean, I think it varies. It's not really like a clear criteria.
Right.
But one thing I would say that's like probably like the easiest criteria I could think of, you're definitely not thick if your stomach stick out more than your titties.
Okay.
You've now crossed the thick zone and you're entering into the BBW zone.
Got it.
Okay? And even with that, like skinny bitches, you're not thick if your hips are like not wider than, you know. Like, you know, you gotta have like some curves too. You can't like just have a little booty and think you thick. Like you gotta have some hips on you too, right? That's thick. You gotta have the hips too.
Now, okay, look, so now you know there's a definition or a category for women that's
Lady A said call her, she'll define it.
that's slim thick.
Yeah, slim thick, yeah. That's like the ones who like a size 8. They might not have no titties like that, but they got ass.
I think it just get caught up. Well, I think our scale as black people is different than the average, you know,
and I think
American.
Also, I think it varies by person too, because I've seen this type of shit posted like in different groups, and they'll post a picture of a chick, and they'll be like, is she fat or is she thick? And depending on who it is, they may see something totally different, you know, because there's some chicks who like, they got a flat stomach, but they got them like really huge ass thighs and ass. Like, I mean, huge.
Yeah.
And some niggas think that's fat and some niggas think that's thick. Like, it just, I think it's kind of hard to like put a whole universal definition on it. I think it depends on how a chick is proportioned.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, it is. You know? And sometimes, like, if you know, if a bitch is ugly, then that automatically puts you in a different category too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Not from a male point of view.
It depends.
Because it's some yammed up butterfaces out here.
This is true.
That I'm sure niggas are still running.
If it's a borderline, the looks might tip you over to a different scale.
You done seen some niggas baby mamas out here.
Who?
You.
Who's baby mama?
I'm just saying, niggas in general. You ain't seen somebody baby mama who face is suspect, but body is kablow, kabling, kabloom.
Yeah, I have.
There you have it. That's because niggas don't give a fuck about faces.
I don't know. I can't say that because honestly, my level of niggas have definitely evolved since my baby daddy. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not ugly. He's still a handsome guy, but I've definitely, my standards have changed since then. Lady A says, no, that's just fat, AC. Be honest. We have to be truthful and hold each other accountable. Some of these girls are out of order. It's definitely in the eye of the beholder. I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, some women do feel like they thick and they cross the border. And I can say they cross the border because I've crossed the border. So I'm gonna cross the border so I can call out the people that should be claiming to cross that border, okay? You know, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's some women who, you know, they have a crazy ass side view, but then you look, they should be shaped like a heart. You seen the heart shape?
Heart shape? Heart shape what?
A heart. You know how
it's hot in here.
You know how
Jesus. You're trying to burn me.
What's up with you and burning tonight?
I'm burning.
Burning. It's too much burning going on. Savagery.
You should see your face.
Yeah, I mean,
burning going on.
It's too much burning. You said I'm burning. You got me burning. You're trying to burn me. Hold on now.
I didn't say I'm itching, nigga. I said I'm burning.
I'm just saying burning.
Hot.
You heard Usher song?
I had that much shit song.
You know about Usher?
Shit, let it burn, nigga. He said, "Yeah, we do care about the face. B, put your cup down."
Will, I know you.
I know Will care about the face. He would clown the bitch to her face.
Yeah, Will.
He give no fucks.
Yeah, Will's a different type of dude.
How he the nicest, meanest nigga I know? He'll take up for a woman, but clown her ass in the same conversation. Who does that?
You know what I mean?
That's a skill set, though. I commend you, my G. But excuse me. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I want to get into these other topics or if I want to get some shit off my chest real quick.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna go to the message boards on Spreaker. It said AC might be going through a change, hot flashes and shit.
Wow,
this nigga stupid.
Who the fuck said that?
Who else? This nigga said, "Oh, you trying to get it off your chest must be a big topic."
What? Who are these people?
Take a wild guess. Who you think that is?
Who? Anthony?
Yeah.
Hi, Anthony.
What is he?
I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Anthony.
What is he trying to say?
I don't know. He think I'm going through menopause. I'm only 34. Goddamn it.
The big topic. What's the big topic?
It ain't no big topic. It ain't nothing big like that.
Oh, okay. I see your wordplay, Anthony. You little devil. You.
Well, okay. I have a question while we on this other topic. So, why is it that when white people lose 50 pounds, their family will be like, "Oh, Cindy, you look fabulous," but black people lose 50 pounds and everybody in the hood be like, "Did you see Peanut? She on that shit." We do that.
Back in the day, I think it turned into a joke now, but
that's reality.
Well, nowadays, it's like when you see a motherfucker lose a gang of weight now, you think like, did that motherfucker ever had a surgery?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
that's true.
I mean, but hey, the surgery look. And matter of fact, I don't know if I spoke on it before, but people that get weight loss surgery, do not be ashamed of telling people that you got that surgery.
But think about it though. I find that most people who've had any type of surgery don't necessarily want to share that with people.
I mean,
like people who got their ass done ain't going around like, yeah, I got ass surgery.
I mean, but
they try to still play it off like somehow they magically did 1,000,000 squats and.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I seen motherfuckers that done had the surgery that said, "Oh, they like, damn, how you lose so much weight so fast?" And the motherfucker was like, "Oh, I changed my eating habits, blah blah." Like, don't leave people in. And I mean, it's some sound advice. But be real. Like a majority of people that get weight loss surgery is because of to help with health issues.
I agree with what Shannon said. He said it's because we're very judgmental, and I think that's with any surgery. people don't want to share that information because number one, it's not people's business, and number two, because shit, like he said, people always want to put their opinions on shit. Hell, a bitch could get a fucking abortion and she ain't gonna tell no boy. She's supposed to go be open like, oh yeah, I got an abortion.
Well, that's different.
I don't think so.
Women being embarrassed about abortions because it's like
and people be embarrassed about them surgeries and shit too.
But why would you be embarrassed about a weight loss surgery?
Look, because there's people out there who have their opinions who feel like, oh, you took the easy route. You didn't.
Oh well, I got there. Fuck the route.
So
if somebody told you you can get $1 million in a day, would you take that route? You said, no, I'll struggle first and I'll go there. Fuck what these motherfuckers saying.
That's the whole thing. That goes with anything. If somebody told you that you could get one of them video model asses tomorrow and you didn't have to pay for it, I'm pretty sure 99% of bitches will go get that shit, even though they criticize the women who do it, you know? So I think it's just sometimes people be hating, but then it's like they don't want to admit that they're hating because they pretending like they really concerned or something, like, oh, I'm concerned for your health. Like, you don't give a fuck about nobody's health. You're just a fucking hater.
You scared that,
or you opinionated.
You scared that the glow up will be savage, and
let's be honest here, ladies. 99% of the time, well, not 99. That's pretty strong. I say 75%.
Do she have
75% of the time? These niggas be cheating on they bitches with some thick bitch or some big bitch. You ain't even gotta go through all that. You really don't. And we be the ones putting this pressure on ourselves to do all this shit. And behind closed doors, these niggas is smashing the bitch that you think that you trying not to be.
And women, stop blaming niggas for the reason why you going to get these fucking ass injections and shit. Let's get that out the way. That played out like 10, 12 years ago. Oh, we got this because this was y'all look at. Man, come on, man. It's niggas out here with twigs and happy as fuck. Stop. We got to stop that.
I don't know. I couldn't fuck with a twig.
Yeah, twig ain't good for nothing but starting fires.
Not even. Them motherfuckers break sometime when you be trying to start. When you be like, shh, shh. You be like,
they break.
You be like, fuck, what can I do now?
They break easy.
Be fucking cold out here. Men don't cheat, AC. Shut up. Hey. Look, in my younger days, I have engaged in some inappropriate behavior with some people's niggas, so I know it's true. But I'm a changed woman now. By the grace of God, I've been delivered.
You've been delivered.
Yeah, I don't do that shit no more.
I don't like men's no more.
Yeah, I don't like your nigga no more. So.
You know that nigga still gay when he put an S on men. I don't like men's no more.
I'm not even about to talk about that dude. That dude is out of fucking control.
I've been delivered.
I've been delivered.
I don't like men. And he said likes. I don't like men's no more. That nigga still flaming. Shit. This nigga said, B, I know that you don't talk about hip hop on your show, fam.
I didn't read it because I didn't want to get you riled up.
No, this ain't a whole different type of show, man. But you know, when stuff pop up in hip hop and in pop culture, we will speak on it. You know what I mean?
Hey, one thing I want to say, while we was talking about Sugar Free earlier, again, shout out to Cat vs. Dog, but Sugar Free album is, in my opinion, one of the hottest albums so far this year. I'm just saying, that shit fire.
I just wish they could have got it mixed. I got that ear. Like if you listen from number 1 to number 2, like the first song to the second song,
the sound level is definitely different.
Okay, so yeah, you can hear it and then it go back up. Yeah, I wish they would have got that mastering done right. But overall, man, I mean, you know, Sugar Free, this one of his best albums.
While we was on that other topic, I have a question. Would you fuck a person knowing they're in a relationship already? There go that Twitch. So you over there concocting some shit.
Right now, no. Nah. I didn't have my fair share of what is it? Karma. Nah, I wouldn't. Karma done whooped my ass before, so nah, I wouldn't. I sure wouldn't. This nigga here. I'm not about to read everything this nigga say. He ain't about to take over my show. He got to take over his own first. But go ahead. What we got? I mean, now what about you? Would you or have you?
Have I? Of course. Would I? I mean, look, listen. Honestly, probably not. It just depends on how fine the nigga is and what type of bitch he got. I don't know. I'm just being completely honest.
Now,
like,
what you mean? What type of? How do she?
Mean, like, if I know that his chick is like really like a good chick and he just a scumbag, no, I'm not gonna fuck you, bro.
You wouldn't know his chick. Y'all niggas.
Sometimes you know.
A nigga is well, yeah.
Sometimes you know. Because I've had some niggas be real and tell me certain shit, and I'll tell them like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, go home. The fuck?
Go home and be
like, go home, bro.
Go home and be with wife.
Yeah.
Now, yeah,
bro.
I wouldn't do that shit because I done been in I won't say a love triangle, but in them 20s, man, was something else for me. So as
it should be.
I did some things that I end up later regretting, and then shit came back and bit me in the ass. Pause. But
did it now?
Yeah. I don't like how that did it now. I don't like how that did it now. Did it?
Why are you looking around like you felt violated?
Yeah, I did it now.
Oh shit.
Oh, did it now? No, it didn't now.
Oh, but when we talk about my ass, it's just fair game.
Fair game.
Fuck that, nigga. I feel the same way about my ass as you feel about yours.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. It's look. Yes.
Well, you neither here or there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure your shit done been nibbled on before. Niggas, it's a no-fly zone for niggas.
I don't know.
You should have been smacked.
If you nibbling on ass, you better be doing so much shit that I don't even notice. I don't like that shit.
I was following your hand. You was like, I'm like, where are we going?
That's my point.
What is that? What?
You can pay attention. You can focus. That's my point. If you doing that, then I don't even know. But if you they're too long, I'm not cool with that. I feel violated.
Oh, so they could make us a visit and keep going.
It's like ooh yeah, like ooh yeah, like you hitting a high note and you back down, I don't know how to describe it. That's all I can say about that.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
What is going on here tonight?
But, anywho, I think we got real topics.
Oh. Yo.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're not gonna have a break. So.
I mean, it's always.
So, are we just gonna talk about? Okay, I want to talk about this before we talk about the When They See Us.
So you don't want to go into a break. We're going straight through.
I mean, we're going straight through.
Okay, well, fuck it.
Okay. Now, while we talking about me not giving people consent to fuck with my ass, did you know that in California,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, let me get the little picture so I can make sure I'm reading it accurately. Okay.
You done found some ass shit?
No, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with ass.
Oh.
I was just trying to segue.
Oh, okay, segue, okay.
So basically, in California, a minor could leave school for confidential health services without their parents' consent or notification. Regardless of the age, you can access contraception, pregnancy testing and prenatal care, abortion services, sexual assault services. And if you're 12 years or older, you can access all of the above as well as mental health services, HIV, STI testing, and substance abuse.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How you do that, you just go to the attendance office, school nurse, or the school administrator at your school, and you tell them that you have to leave the campus for confidential medical services. You leave the school on your own as a child, and you go to the appointment, and then you have to bring back the doctor's note to excuse your absence. I want to know how y'all feel about that, because note, it says at any age. So that means Nia who can't even fucking cross the street without the cross guard could leave school and say, I gotta go get my health services, and she can go and ask for whatever the fuck she want to ask for. Never mind all the shit she may get into along the way. Who's responsible for that? And then they don't have to notify the parent at all.
That's some certified baby back bullshit.
Baby back? Like, I want my baby back.
Chili. So look, this is what I'm saying. Look, now at my sister's school, when she was attending the school, there was like a big issue. Like once you walk in, you got to get a badge to say you here.
Mm-hmm.
You cool to be on campus. You got to go to the thing. Hey, I'm here to pick up, blah, blah, blah. And then you got to give them your damn, your ID. They got to do this and that. They got to check and see if you in the file. How do we have all of this, but you'll sit and let a underage child roam off campus? What if the kid go out there and get hit by a car?
Right. Or if they get kidnapped, human trafficked, raped, molested, or just get fucking lost. Not even on some like dramatic shit, but just legit get fucking lost.
It's
like don't know where they going type shit.
There's some sick fucks out here. Like today, it was a chick going around like she was social services trying to kidnap kids. You seen that?
Well, shit, it was like that bitch a few weeks ago who was going, wasn't she at
McDonald's?
McDonald's?
At McDonald's or Burger King, yeah.
Yeah, it's real.
Like, who do that fall on? And that's why the States is a scary place. Or, it's a scary place because the goofballs that pass this type of shit, these are the people, what type of law is that?
It seems to me like they starting to go in the direction of trying to make children adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember you was talking about that pedophile shit like a while back, and that whole agenda. And it seems like they're trying to give children authority as adults. Now, one area where I could see that being beneficial is, like in the case of like, say, a teenager who may need to access certain shit and may not want to, had a conversation with their parent because they may be risking getting abused or something like that. But even then, that's a different conversation that needs to happen. Like, if you feel like you gonna get abused for talking about the fact that you fucking and you need birth control, I mean,
Lady A said, I think it's great. It is great only because I have clients that need those services as young as 10 for sex and 12 for therapy.
I mean, I get it, but I still feel like the parents should be involved to some extent. Because at 10, I don't think a 10-year-old is mature enough to leave the school and make the appointment themselves and then get to the appointment, get a note, and then make it back safely. I don't, because like I said, my child is 9, and she is not even necessarily to the point where she can really safely cross the street by herself. You know what I mean? So I just can't see her doing all that on her own. And she's going to be 10 in 6 months. You know what I mean? Right. Now, I will say, and I'm very transparent, when I was 16 and I had a boyfriend, and once I became active after school, I would catch the bus and I would go to Planned Parenthood and get my own birth control pills and stuff like that. And I didn't tell my mom about that. I didn't tell her until way later, like when we were having a conversation one day, and I let her know, like, Mom, like, it was certain things that I was doing that you didn't even know about, that I was, protecting myself. And even though I know you might not have necessarily been proud of things I was doing, you would be proud of how I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And this was shit that she taught me anyway. Like, she didn't probably think I was going to do it at that age, but she talked to me about all these different things. So even then, though, it was after school. I was already used to catching the bus and stuff like that. 16 is closer to, like, more of an adult age than, like, say, a fucking 10 or 12-year-old.
Yeah, but and you was doing it after school hours. So it's
after
like
school.
The school is not to be held accountable for once you leave campus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different situation. You got kids like, while you're at school, you're supposed to leave school, come back with the note, right? That's how it's supposed to go. Like, bro, like that's.
I mean, but technically, you can't get an abortion at like fucking 5 o'clock. Like, they have certain times.
Yeah.
You got to get it. So like, hypothetically for something like that, you would have to like do it during school hours. And if you were going to try to do it without your parents knowing, but I don't know. I just feel like I get what they're trying to do. I think the intentions were good, but I think to some extent they not thinking about how the parents are still going to have to ultimately deal with the outcome of that shit. Like,
Right.
So why not, if anything, offer the kids some services so that there's someone there to help facilitate that conversation in a safe place or something. But I still feel like the parents need to be involved. That's just me.
Yeah, of course. You helping the kid. That's just as bad as the, one of the little sneaky boyfriends going behind their back.
Lady A did say some real shit though. Sometimes it's the parents or guardians doing the damage. That is true. I seen a clip of this chick that was on Dr. Phil where she had 3 of her daddy's kids. She had 3 kids by her own dad.
3 kids by her own father.
3 kids by her own dad. Like, you couldn't even imagine that shit. Like, I think she was like in her 30s, and one of the kids was like 17, one was like 14, and the other one was like 21 or something like that. And she was on like 30 something.
Fuck?
Yeah, that shit is really happening.
Is there a statute of limitation on shit like that?
Oh, the dad did go to jail.
Oh, okay.
He went to jail. It's not as easy as it sounds. That's true, Lady A, but me, I don't even know you like that, but me just knowing how passionate you are, I'm pretty sure if you found out that your kid left school and did some shit without you knowing, you'd be fucking livid. And you'd probably be livid with the school for letting their ass leave. I'm just saying. And like I said, I don't even know you like that, but I just know that you are a passionate person, and I can't see you being cool with your 10 or 12-year-old leaving fucking school and going and getting any fucking services without you being involved. Now, I do think that you'd probably be the type of mother where your kid would probably feel comfortable coming to you. But I'm just saying, like, if your kid didn't and they went and did that shit, I don't feel like you would be cool with that. He said, where are they from? Alabama. I don't know where the people was from, Benjamin, but I just saw the shit on a clip of Dr. Phil when I was scrolling through videos, and the shit was wild.
I done seen Lady A get pissed over less. So I mean, I'm pretty sure she'll be pissed if her child did some crazy shit like that.
So while we talking about kids, I want to get into the when they see us. Let's just go on and get into the shit.
Let's go.
I mean, so
that shit almost got me. It almost got me.
What you mean got you?
I almost dropped the thug tears at the end. Almost.
I did cry a little bit.
They almost got me because it's like, bro.
It was that episode 4 that got me. That one about Corey. That one fucked me up.
Yeah, that's the one that got everybody. Like, people talked about the first one, but
he played the fuck out of that role.
He played that shit so good. He played the young Corey and the grown Corey.
Yeah, and round of applause for him because I never thought he would recover from that Moonlight shit.
I never seen that.
Don't, nigga. Don't do it.
He played a gay role in there.
Yeah, he popped a nigga's cherry, but
wow.
Yeah, he played that role really well, and it's like the look on his face and shit, and like just the whole, like, you could feel the emotion when he was going through those different situations. But for those, hopefully all y'all have seen it by now, but basically we talking about when they see us.
Wait, disclaimer. You get a disclaimer.
Right, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. I don't want you to leave, but you're gonna get a little preview. But
I mean, even us talking about it, like, you still, like, that's, and this is just me, like, when people say, oh, I don't want to tell you, it's still a different experience when you watch it. Like, I don't care. Even if we talking about it, when you see it, it's a different experience.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there's anything that we could say here that's going to completely spoil it for you.
Right.
If anything, it's just we more so like talking about the emotion behind
right.
having seen the shit.
Right.
And the people that I've talked to who've seen it, like, and by the way, we're talking about the Central Park 5. It was like a case of like 5 teenage boys who were in the park randomly minding their own fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
And a white woman just so happened to get raped at the time that they were at the park, and basically the detectives and prosecutors decided that every black kid that was in the park that day was a suspect, and they just narrowed it down to those 5 kids, and they was the ones that they decided they was gonna make the case out of, basically.
But the Corey, man, goddamn.
And even more so, you know why he fucked me up the most? Because he didn't even have to be in that situation. He was just going with his friend.
Right. He just went to make sure his boy was cool, and he ended up
getting it the worst.
Had the worst time in there.
Oh, she's interviewing the real Corey Wise. Please share that with us, because I would love to see it.
You know, the real, you know, I couldn't even deal with that, man. Like, to be honest with you, it's crazy. And he was 16, and he got sent to
Attica Island.
Right, he went to Rikers and Attica.
Well, he went to Rikers first, which is like one of the worst prisons in the U.S. Like, that's the one that Khalif Browder went to, and that shit is like hardcore. That shit like equivalent to like Guantanamo Bay in the U.S.
Yeah, it's bad, and you know, it's, you know, and I don't want to say everybody else had a cakewalk, but they didn't go too in depth with everybody else's situation. They had they showed the visits from the parents, but Corey's shit was so deep. Like, it was so many layers to his shit. Like, his brother. Because
also the other ones had each other too. The other ones went to the same jail.
Oh, okay.
So they at least had each other.
And they didn't go to
they were in a juvenile center, and he was in like an adult prison, and he was getting beat up so bad and shit that he basically had to, you know, go into solitary confinement in order to protect himself.
Yeah, and it's sad that people, these what you call them officers in there, the officers in jail,
the correctional officers,
like, they really do shit like this. Like, they turn their head while people get beat up.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm so glad that he didn't get raped in there.
He probably did. They probably just
left it out.
Because, like, that first scene where they basically took him into that room or whatever, I think that's when it happened. That
one officer, I think he was gay as well.
But going even before that, the part that fucked me up was, it wasn't Yusef. It was it Antron? I think it was Antron's dad, right?
Oh, my God.
So basically, these kids were being interrogated. They parents weren't present initially. So once the parents did come to the precinct, one of the kids' father, you know, they brought him in a room, and they're basically telling. Initially, he's like, you know, y'all questioning my son, like, what the fuck? And then they're like, oh, well, yeah, we know you got a history too, and like, oh, don't you work at such and such, like, you know, you want to keep that job, right? So go in there and talk to your son and tell him, like, basically to, you know, get with the program. And this man went in there and told his son, like, son, like, they gonna get you one way or the other. So whatever they want you to do, just go with it. Like, if you go with it, then hopefully it'll be easier for you, basically.
Right.
And basically had his son admitting to some shit that he didn't do. I don't see how these people thought that they was gonna go home admitting to having raped somebody.
Not just somebody.
A white woman.
There you go.
So I don't know, but I think that part with the father telling his son to admit to that really fucked me up, because I don't think there's any job on the planet that would be worth me selling my own kid out. Like, I would fucking kill and die for Nia. I would never fucking tell her.
Now, my thing was with that. Why was he coming around? Did he end up losing his job anyway? Because remember, he stopped showing up. The pop stopped coming to court dates and whatsoever. Like, he just stopped showing up. Like, what happened?
I mean, I think that part of it was he probably felt like he was causing more harm than helping. Did the live stop? I feel like he probably felt like he was causing more harm than help once he got on that stand. And, well, really, he stopped coming around before that. But it's like he probably felt guilty that he already told his son to do that. Then on top of that, you know, when he got on the stand and did what he did, he basically disappeared, and probably to keep his fucking job, you know. And then it's like, I don't know. Some people are just fucking selfish, period.
You rather keep your job than to keep your son. Like, that's nuts.
And then my thing is, even with the mom, like, what kind of message are you sending by bringing this man back into the household? Like, you let him come back after he fucking got sick. Like, I get it. When you love somebody, it's hard to see them in that situation. But at the same time, if this man is the reason why your son admitted to some shit that he didn't fucking do, how could you fucking let this man back into your house after he left you and your fucking kid at the most vulnerable moment?
Yeah, I couldn't understand that. But it's crazy, like, that the whole thing is, to me, like, it has something to do with everybody, but like we keep going back to Corey. Corey had the most layered situation. Like, you had, my girl was in there too. Dasha. For those that don't know who she is, Dasha Blanco. She's
that thick Latina chick.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't looking good in that.
Bullshit.
She
Come on
wasn't.
now.
Her proportion is kind of weird.
Hey, man.
She proportion kind of funny.
Is she?
Her face looked like she should be skinny, but then her body looked kind of like she shouldn't have that face. I don't know. She just got a strange proportion. She's not an ugly lady.
Bottom heavy.
Yeah, but then like her whole like top half is like really small. Like from the neck up is like small. It's just, I don't know. It's a little odd.
All right, let's get off the disrespect from her. But
oh wow, well, yeah, she was disrespectful as fuck to the little Latino papi,
right?
Papacito.
And it's crazy. It's crazy that
but fuck that husband shit.
It's crazy
Husbands gotta fucking come through for the culture sometimes. Goddamn it, you can't just keep getting passages because you a fucking husband. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Husbands can't get passages because they fucking husbands. Husbands gotta fucking be husbands. What's the point of being a husband if you're not a fucking husband?
Oh, she said he did get raped. He did get raped.
Just saying.
Now, I mean, we had his situation trying to adjust to the times because that he was in there, 6 years?
Who, the Latino dude?
Yeah.
I don't know, because, yeah, I think so, yeah.
It wasn't that long. So, I mean, I guess, from 89 to 95, you would say? It shit happened in 95. No, they didn't go to jail in 89 because the trial took time. So let's say mid to late 90s he got out. So that's a big adjustment from the late 80s, early 90s to the mid. It showed him trying to adjust to the times. He ended up selling dope and end up going back to jail. Who else? With Yusef, they didn't do too much on Yusef, huh?
Yeah, his role was a little odd because when he came out, he looked like he was
straight
fucking 40-year-old.
Yeah, like that nigga looked weird. That haircut he had, like they had him looking weird. But they didn't do too much story. I guess he was protected by the Muslims in there because he was Muslim. What was the other guy named? The one that got hit in the face?
Kevin. They
didn't do too much on him when he got out. Well, his family was there for support. They used to visit him a lot.
Yeah. But all in all, so what's his name? Back to Corey, because it always goes back to Corey. With Corey, every time he would go for the parole hearing, first thing they say is like, "Oh, are you ready to admit to your wrongdoings and all that shit?" And that's what fucked him up every time because he's like, "I'm not going to admit to the shit," and that's why I saw so much parallels between him and Kalief Browder. It was like identical situation because Kalief Browder could have got out a long time ago too, but he didn't want to like admit to some shit that he didn't do, and he ended up doing 12 years or some crazy shit.
Yeah,
he didn't
12.
get out till 2001 or whatever, and they ended up getting their records exonerated, and they had gotten a settlement for $40 million. But my question is, why is it that every time there's a case like that, and we find out that someone's been wrongly accused, like, okay, I get it, you give them their monetary shit that you call yourself trying to make up for that lost time.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, even $40 million can't make up for the amount of time that's lost and that mental damage is done.
I was about to say that mental is the worst.
You divide $40 million between 5 people, and by the time they tax that shit, that's still, not going to cover them for a lifetime.
Corey got the most because he was gone the longest. So, he got a nice little chunk out of it. But I would hope that they didn't tax that shit for them being slapped in the face by the country.
They always tax income.
You know what I'm saying?
But and then my thing also is that why is it that when these situations happen, it's like they so quick to give somebody a settlement, but what about the accountability for the people who fucking put all this shit in formation? Because it's like the dude that they ended up finding out that actually did it, who ultimately admitted to his wrongdoing. Hell, if they had done more research, he ended up raping like other people in between when he ultimately ended up going to jail for some other shit that he did. So it's like, if y'all had done what y'all was supposed to do, not only would y'all have saved these 5 boys' life, but y'all would have saved the lives of these other women and shit who ended up getting raped after the fact too. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, these
motherfuckers should go to jail for that.
I think so.
I don't think that it should just be like a slap on the wrist, like, oh, they talking about taking back awards or whatever the fuck. Fuck those awards. Like, this bitch should go to jail.
She getting dropped from her
she should go to jail.
The book shit. Publishers and all that shit. Like, that shit should, every piece of money that she's earned from I don't know, her whole shit should be snatched away. Her credentials, everything should be snatched away. She should be snatched from everything and be forced to start right back the fuck over.
Lady A said that was a perfect example of the breakdown of the black family. And then she said he went twice. And then she said, awaiting his trial, Browder was jailed on Rikers Island for 3 years, nearly 2 of which were spent in solitary confinement. Yeah, solitary confinement will fuck somebody up. I have a hard enough time sitting in my cubicle for 8 hours. I couldn't imagine fucking sitting in a jail cell and hearing motherfuckers screaming and COs coming and fucking with you and couldn't fucking imagine, dude.
And the thing that with the case, like, there was nothing saying that it was them. Nobody said that it was. They had no witnesses. They said that they was there. The woman couldn't ID them.
The semen didn't match.
That was, what was it? They said in a sock or something? Or what? It was in something. I want to say they said it was in a sock.
Yeah, but it didn't match.
Didn't match. No DNA, nothing. No type of evidence. They were so hung on finding somebody for this poor white jogger that they found these niggas, man. And what was the dude that got hit in the face with the helmet by the police when they was getting chased? Would you say Kevin? No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He got hit in the face. Nobody came and said that didn't come from. They blame that scratching all that on the like the rape victim. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody came forward. Like, where y'all hate us that much to where, oh well, let them burn. That whole from the judge, the prosecutors, all them motherfuckers should be snatched from all their credentials should be snatched.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Every case should be overturned. How can you sit and go be like, oh well, you told the truth on it? You can't. That fucks up everything. And by you doing that, lying on somebody, you can let, if they overturn all these other cases, you could be letting a real killer out back on the street, or another rapist or whatever the case is. All your cases get overturned. So that bullshit ass decision you made could fuck up everything. You didn't give a fuck because you just wanted this justice for this young white jogger. Nah, that shit is trash, B.
Right.
But if y'all listening and y'all haven't seen it, what'd you say? Persuasion joggers. If y'all haven't seen it, please. What's the name of it again? When they see us. If y'all haven't seen When They See Us, it's on Netflix. It's a 4 episode.
It's a limited series.
Limited.
Ava DuVernay.
Yeah. Please go watch it. Please.
And I don't want to get into too much heavy shit, but I do want to speak on this Malia Davis case because I've been wanting to speak on this shit for a while because this shit been fucking with me as well. That case where like the mom went on air and was acting like, she didn't know what happened to her daughter, even though this bitch went out of state and left her daughter with somebody who got a history of fucking abusing her daughter.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Already had suspicions of the nigga, and we're talking about her fiance, already had suspicions of him not taking her daughter to daycare and keeping the daughter at home during the day, even though he was taking their son that they share together to daycare. That's fucking weird. I guess there was a DCFS case. The girl was all like, bruised or messed up or whatever. Somehow or another, they got her back. Long story short, he ended up admitting that he dumped her off on the side of the road somewhere in Arkansas, and they discovered that she had been raped. And it's like, my thing is, this chick, how do you leave your daughter with somebody who has red flags, Red Flag University? How do you leave your daughter with somebody who giving you all these red flags that something's fucking wrong with them? Like, at what point do these niggas become the priority over your kids?
Unfortunately, it's a lot of women who chose they men over their kids. It's a lot, unfortunately. Now, the sad part is, how do you develop a sickness to where you do this to a young child?
What up, Anthony?
I don't play when it comes to kids and older women. I say that all the time. I don't play when it comes to that. Like, the nigga, I hope they done beat his ass a bunch of times. Oops, he fell out the car. Oops, this happened. They beat his ass. They need to shove fucking baseball bats up that nigga's ass. No lube, pause. They need to, I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I didn't realize you were leaving comments in the other thing. Oh, and shout out to Anthony Chu. Okay, I don't want to fuck it up. Anthony Okafor.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony Okafor, and thank you so much for your blessings on blessings on blessings. We appreciate it. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, for real.
But, and again, I'm so sorry that this episode ended up being serious, but it's just, we shoot the shit, but sometimes it's like we gotta, have these real conversations, because we all grown, and this is shit that, at some point or another, we either have witnessed, experienced, know somebody who have, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's unfortunate that a child had to lose their life, but my thing is, the lesson to be learned here, which I feel everybody on this platform already knows this, but, if either you or someone is doing some shit like this, look, call DCFS on that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I know black people have like this stigma about getting law enforcement involved in certain situations.
Fuck that. Call them motherfuckers.
When it comes to kids and shit like that, I feel like that's the time where you don't want to be the one to say like, oh damn, I wish I would have. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure there was neighbors or fucking daycare people or whoever the case may be who probably seen shit as well. But people sometimes be calling themselves trying to look out for the family. Fuck looking out. When it walk like a duck and talk like a duck, sometimes it be a fucking duck.
Goddamn duck.
Sometimes you gotta actually look out for the kid and not the adults.
Somebody, like, he sat there and fucking really beat this girl, raped this girl. How old was she? Like 4?
Yeah.
4. Like,
and it was a beautiful little girl. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying, like.
Bruh,
What would make you want to do something to a child like
what
that?
are you doing with raping a child? Like, I don't get it. You put like that's agony and pain with this child. He chopped the body up.
That's crazy.
How you dismember a body? Like, to chop a body up in itself is insane. To chop up a baby body is way nuts. This shit gonna sound crazy, but I had a dream when my mom was pregnant with Tutu.
Mm-hmm.
I had somehow, some way, it was something on the counter, and I end up cutting it up, and somehow it ended up being my sister.
Oh my God.
Man, I woke up crying. Like, that shit was so, I was so fucking shook.
Traumatizing.
I woke up crying hard, like, oh, like, where my sister at? Where my sister? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, gotta relax.
That
like,
wasn't a dream. That was a nightmare.
it was a nightmare. And mind you, she wasn't even here yet. And I woke up like that. You feel what I'm saying? So just reacting off of some crazy shit like that. And for those that don't know me, hi, my name's Ben Ready. I have unnecessary crazy dreams that happen a lot.
Oh, I do too.
All
the time.
I don't, if I watch a horror movie, I most definitely watch cartoons or something to laugh at before I go to bed. Yes, I am that nigga. Because I will, you know, I'm sleeping with someone, I will end up swinging on them in my dream.
Ooh.
Unintentionally. Now back, some people may like it, but look, this is what I'm saying. Look.
Yeah, that's the problem too.
No, not like that.
I'm saying.
No, you.
Nigga, if a nigga hit me in his sleep, look,
no.
we ain't sleeping together no more.
Yeah, so I stopped watching that type of stuff. So anyway, look, you know, just to go through that and have that, she wasn't even born yet, and I'm sitting here crying. To see here a lifeless child.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. Like, the crazy part about it is like, you know, I've been like in the range, you know, like that's been my thing. Like, not like I really want to shoot someone, but my thing is like, okay, I see the direction that the world is going in. I want to at least feel comfortable with shooting a gun, so that if I ever decided that I wanted to get one to protect my household, that I wouldn't be shooting it for the first time in an actual situation.
All right.
But I sometimes think to myself, like, when I'm practicing, like, could I actually shoot somebody? I mean, even somebody who was like trying to attack me or my child, like, just the thought of taking someone's life or hurting somebody,
yeah,
fucks with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would have to be in a whole different state of mind to be comfortable with actually shooting somebody, you know? And that's how I know that I'm normal. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people who are comfortable with doing this type of shit clearly have a fucking mental health disorder, because it's not normal to be comfortable doing that type of shit. And, you know, again, I feel like as Black people, we be seeing the signs and we often excuse that shit. I hear people say things sometimes like, oh, this nigga said, if I ever tried to leave him, he'll kill me. And we think it's cute. That's not fucking cute, dude.
That's not funny at all.
You know, and it becomes like a thing where it's like, oh, that's supposed to be like a measure of how much this nigga love you. Like, nah, nigga, that's a measure of how crazy this motherfucker is. You know what I mean?
You ever seen a video? I want to say about
Jahan?
I want to say about 5 years ago, it was a video came out, and it was in New York. It was a guy in like a project courtyard, not courtyard, like a foyer.
Okay.
And he gave the girl a hug. Whatever happened, I guess she broke up with the nigga. She gave the nigga a hug. She got on the elevator. That nigga turned the gun on himself and bow.
He shot himself?
Shot himself.
I seen a video recently where the chick was in a car, and it was like, I don't know if it was a teenage girl or a kid, but she was the one recording, the kid or teenage girl,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And the lady was arguing with a nigga outside of the car, and he's like, give me my fucking keys, da 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 da. Now, I don't know if she was in his car or what the deal was, but she's sitting there, she's like, you know, like, basically, like, talking shit to the nigga. And then he ends up shooting in the fucking car, you know, with this teenage girl or kid or whatever. And yeah, like,
now,
and then what tripped me out was she's like, I can't believe you just shot in the car. You don't love me. You don't love me. You just shot at me.
Bitch, you thought about love in the face
Right.
of death. And
That would be the last shit I would be thinking about.
that's the times we in. You sat there and all this shit happened. You not once thought about calling the police, getting off a line.
Right. She was on the phone with somebody trying to get a key to the car. It was some wild shit.
OnStar. She tried to get an engine lock.
Whatever the fuck she was trying to do, it was the wrong shit. What you gonna teach me, Lady A? Wait, clarify. It's not comfortable to shoot a gun. Well, it's not that I'm uncomfortable shooting a gun, but this is even when it comes to fighting. I've been in fights before in my life. But I feel like even when I fight, I got to be really pissed to really fight somebody. I can't just fight just to fight. Like, you know how some people can fight just on GP?
Yeah.
I can't fight just on GP. Like, I can only fight if I'm really fucking mad, because otherwise I'm not going to have enough ammunition to really fucking hurt somebody, because my mind is going to say, oh, damn, I could really hurt somebody, and I don't want to accidentally, cause too much damage to this person. So I will limit myself from really hurting them. Now, if you do some shit that piss me the fuck off, though, it's no limit.
What was your last fight about?
My last fight was over a nigga, but it wasn't even my doing. This bitch sucker punched me, and
you went to attack mode. Damn.
Because, one of my exes invited me to a party, and they invited a bitch there, too, when she sucker punched me when she saw me, and then,
Damn, that sounded like the last episode of Cat vs. Dog. Shout out to CJ. CJ did some shit like that. Invited a nigga that she dealing with and a nigga that she was dealing with. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but my thing is, I also had the fight before that where it was like my male best friend. He literally asked me, he was like, AC, I need you to do me a favor. Like, I would never ask you to do this shit. Like, but this bitch, like, stole my grandma's wallet. It was a bitch who he was fucking with. You remember I sent you those tracks? He had said something about a bitch named Red or whatever. Like, that was the girl. Like, so this girl that he was fucking with stole his grandma's wallet. And so he was like, I need you to whip this bitch ass.
You don't touch granny.
And so that fight was harder for me because it wasn't even my fight. You know what I mean? It was like I was doing it for him.
Right.
But I wasn't even mad at the bitch like that, because it was like, she didn't steal my shit. But, I still gave her the business.
Good thing you didn't get your ass whooped.
I've never gotten my ass whooped.
That's a good thing.
By the grace of God, I've never gotten my ass whooped. I ain't going to act like I'm not, like I'm above getting my ass whooped. At this stage, I feel like I could get my ass whipped.
Yeah, because nigga ain't had a fight. I ain't had a fight in a long time.
I ain't had a good fight in a minute.
Once you grown, like, what are you fighting for?
Right.
Like, if you grown and got your shit together, you there all there mentally.
It sound like I got set up. I don't think his intention was to set me up, Benjamin. I honestly think that he didn't think I was going to show up. I think that he invited me first, and then I told him I wasn't coming. So then he invited this other bitch, and then I ended up coming because my homegirl was fucking with his cousin, and I came. So I don't think he set me up. But niggas is just fucking niggas. Like, they're like, oh, you not coming, and I'm invite this bitch. Like,
I done seen a nigga get beat up and said, I'm bringing my brother up there, and his brother came up there and got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
No, but that's the thing. That night when we had that fight, though, the one I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
So, it's crazy. So I went up there with one of my homegirls who was fucking with his cousin, right? She didn't want to leave the party after the girl sucker punched me. Because after the girl sucker punched me, it wasn't like an automatic brawl because they had pulled her off some other spot.
Right.
I was just going to leave, but the girl who I came with didn't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. I called my other homegirls. Now, my other homegirl, she walked up in that bitch like she was Debo. She was like, who the fuck fucking with my best friend?
Rowdy, body.
She got her ass whipped.
The Debo?
She got her ass whipped because as soon as I seen my homegirls pull up, I just ran up on the other bitch and I was like, bing, bing, bing. Like, I wasn't even thinking about my homegirls because I'm thinking like, okay, y'all 5 deep, y'all good. I could work this bitch now. But like, she came in there too confident. Like, if anything, I didn't even want y'all to even do nothing. I just wanted y'all to be there so I won't get
just
dumped.
in case, yeah.
I didn't really even expect them to like come in and regulate. This bitch came in like she was the regulator.
Who the fuck put my...
She walked in like a hood party, 50 deep. Who the fuck fucking with my best friend? Hey, I love her to death for it though, but
Who
bitch,
took
you crazy.
who took off on her? One of the chicks
the
homegirls.
girl's best friend. The girl's best friend who I fought.
Oh, her best friend. Look, who
Yeah.
fucking my best friend? The
And
bitch who
she was
fucking
like-
with her
she
best
was
friend.
like, who the fuck with my best friend? Like, but yeah, it was wild. She got her ass whooped, and I felt guilty about it. But what can I do?
Hey, you held yours down. Are y'all still friends?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think she ever got past that.
Yeah, I bet she didn't. Bitch, you done got me come up here and get my
But
ass
I
whooped.
didn't get you to come up here and get your ass whooped, bitch. Nobody told you to come up here like the regulator, my nigga. Like, you was supposed to be easy, bruh.
Yeah, it was easy. She got slid easy.
Yeah, you got an easy ass whipping, and nobody told you to come up here fucking flexing on hoes that you don't even know. You gotta assess the situation first. Shit.
Bitch, who fucking
You
with
don't
my
even know who's who.
who fucking with my best friend? That's who it was. Fuck you, AC. I ain't fucking with y'all.
That's not funny. Look, now nobody gonna help me in the fight.
She said my Lady A said my last fight was last December. My stepbrother's girl.
Hit my mama.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
And you can't touch moms. Moms, grandmas is out of the what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
picture myself fighting right now though. I can't. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't even know if I give a fuck enough to even fight somebody.
Yeah.
I look, all I know is I will channel my grandmommy and I'm gonna grab the nearest shit nearby and I'm just gonna fuck you up with that. If it's that Jack Daniels bottle,
Was that you with the
gonna
brick?
Yes.
The grandma with
My
the brick.
grandmommy fucking said you grab the nearest brick and you fucking hit the shit out of him. Grandmommy didn't know though that nowadays they don't just have random bricks laying around. Like you know, bricks be in formation. Like you can't just what if I'm be fucking Incredible Hulk and break the brick?
You
off the
wait
fucking-
right there while I find a brick, you bitch.
My grandma's like, you grab the nearest brick and you knock the bitch out. But yeah, I grab whatever. It don't matter. I'll grab this. Look, you just gonna have to be mad at me.
Don't grab that.
Okay.
Don't grab the mic.
All right. I'll grab the Jack Daniels bottle.
Yeah, grab the jack. Hit him with the jack, not the mic. We don't need the jack. We need the mic.
Yeah. I've grabbed the mic before. Sorry, Nympho.
What?
Or the headphones. It was the headphones. I'm sorry, Nympho.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm
me?
gonna say you grabbed Nympho's mic.
No. No, I did not.
You townhouse people
He
or
said,
something else.
"World Star."
You townhouse
I
fuckers.
never grabbed Nympho's microphone. I grabbed his headphones.
Is that a metaphor?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay. I'm making sure, man. Jeez Louise.
So, look, I'm actually tearing the
Snap that
paper.
bitch in half and show over. And she did it.
Ooh, I'm strong.
And she did it.
I don't know. All this shit on this paper. I feel like we've covered all this shit on this paper. I mean, shit. Look, we got about 15 minutes left. Look, I could go into some of the random shits on my time.
Oh yeah, the go down on the TL
Yeah. Let's see.
and go down on the TL.
Let me see if I could find something good and controversial for us to talk about before we go out of this bitch.
How about no?
How about no way?
I don't have to tell you I'm trans before dating you.
Let's talk about that. I don't have to tell you that I'm trans before dating you. I don't agree with that.
No. In today's climate, I think in any climate, you don't.
You sound like the nigga from It's Above Me Now. He said in today's climate.
In today's climate, no, that's an
above me now.
yeah, that shit is above us, and you don't tell somebody that you're trans, you will be beneath somebody as well. Now,
Oh shit!
now-
You didn't tell me you were a fucking nigga. In today's climate, you have to tell me.
You have
that
to
was
tell.
a fucking nigga. It's above me now.
now, rest in peace to the transgender male. Or wait, because you know I have problems with this. The transgender. It was what is it? When you male being a woman, what is that? When you turn it into a woman, is that a trans male, trans female,
Male to female trans.
male to female trans? That's okay. Well, there was a transgender woman. I think it's transgender woman. Transgender woman that was killed last month, I believe. And it's crazy. A couple of months before that, there was video of this person getting beat up in the middle of the street. You seen that video a couple months back? It was a transgender getting beat up in the middle of the street by a group of people, and they were saying like it was a hate crime. Now, after seeing him being killed, I feel like he probably or she probably messed with a man, and didn't tell him, and they found out the hard way that there was a cue ball and pool stick down there, and it didn't go the right way. And this is my thing with transgender people is, even with people that's in the industry, when they mess with them, they first thing is to bust them out. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if you mess with somebody that's trans, you are a part of the LGBT. That automatically throw you in there, right?
I don't. If you know about it.
If you know a person is look.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that automatically catapults you to the LGBTQ plus. Now, I'm doing good. Now, with that being said, why would you talk about your own, trying to put your own on blast like that, knowing how hard it is for people to come out the closet with this information? Why would you put them on blast? What's the dude name? Slow down. Bobby Valentino. Bobby Valentino was in the hotel room in a hotel with a trainee, and the trainee had like video of him going down, like trying to hide his face in the hotel room and all this shit, or hotel hallways, trying to not show his face. You putting these people out on blast. Young Buck in recent news where there was a conversation he had with a transgender, telling this person like, you gonna ruin my career, this and this and that. Like, if you have a relationship with these people, are you really that pissed to where you would shit on your own community? Because they are a part of your community, and we know nobody sticks together like the LGBTQ plus.
Let's be honest here. This ain't got nothing to do with the community. Anytime somebody piss you off, it's free range.
But
if you a petty motherfucker, I mean, I'm on a wave right now where if you piss me off, I'm gonna just do the total opposite of that. I'm not gonna acknowledge you, period. Like, I feel like people hate being ignored. But at the same time, this is a different subject matter. We talking about people who are out here living a lie. And to some extent, it's like, it's not even about the community. It's like almost like raising awareness. Like, if let's say somebody bamboozled you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you found out, don't you feel like to some extent you you have a responsibility to like put it out there what this person did so that nobody else could get bamboozled like that again?
Is that being bamboozled though?
Yes.
So
everybody got choices, and if you didn't give me mine, that's not fucking cool. But
wait,
going back to what you said earlier about surgeries, right? Because you said if a bitch get weight loss surgery, what's the big deal about being open about that? It's the same shit with being trans. Like, if you got your surgery, what's the big deal about being open about the fact that you got your transformation?
Well,
it shouldn't technically be something that you should be ashamed about, because you should want somebody to love you for who you are, knowing everything about you.
Yeah, you live in your truth.
You shouldn't be out here trying to deceive people. I feel like that goes for any situation, not just the trans, but just period. Niggas out here married, bitches out here with whatever they situations are. I think everybody should be honest about what their situation is and give the person the choice,
right,
of whether or not they want to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I've seen a lot of people saying like, how can you accept somebody who can't even accept themselves? Meaning, how can you accept a trainee when they can't accept the fact that they're men or women? prior to,
By the way, I told y'all Dwight Howard was gonna get away with that shit. You notice ain't nobody talking about that shit at all. I told y'all that shit was gonna happen. That some other shit was gonna happen and motherfuckers is gonna forget all about it. Like nobody even cares or remembers that Dwight Howard was fucking with a tranny.
I mean, but that's my thing though. So if he's gay and he's messing with a tranny, what do we do about it? He's gay. What do it matter?
But that's the whole point. Like, it ain't even about whether or not he's gay. The question was, should they admit that they're trans? I'm not convinced that he didn't know that that person was, because it was very apparent that that person was a man. But let's be honest here. There's some out here who are really fucking,
Yeah.
they had a great transformation. And I can see how a person might not know right away that they were trans. And I don't think that that makes a man gay for finding someone who looks like a woman attractive. But I do think that it makes that person kind of, lousy for not giving that person the option to fuck with them, knowing everything about them.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Now, if they had the full transformation, I mean, they split their shit in half and tucked it in. You can't hold somebody, against at fault for sleeping with that person, because
look, let's go back to the original question. This don't have anything to do with the sexuality of people who choose to sleep with them. Your original question was, should they tell someone about the fact that they're trans?
Right.
So let's stay on that topic, because those are two different conversations. I think that the person that's trans still have a responsibility to tell whoever they decide to date that they're trans. It's no different from someone who's HIV positive. Yeah, it's going to be fucking hard to have that conversation. But you still have a responsibility to tell whoever you decide to date that you have a situation.
I'm fully for it. Yes, you have to tell.
So that's a different conversation from whether or not someone's gay if they decide to sleep with them. I don't think that that's even the same conversation.
But my thing was, you sleep with these men, and let's be clear, a lot of people that have turnouts are like celebrated. Like if you turn a man out and you're a trainee, it's celebrated. If you're you're a bulldagger, you turn a straight chick out, it's celebrated.
The whole thing, like, is it being celebrated because you were able to trick someone, or is it being celebrated because somebody fucked with you anyway, knowing what you were?
It's like a trophy, like how dudes back in the day be like, "Oh, I slept with a virgin," blah blah blah. Like it's just one of those goofy type shits.
Yeah, but that's not goofy though. You playing with motherfuckers, and see, that's the reason why it's not goofy, is because some people take that shit very seriously, and particularly people who don't identify as gay. And if they find out that they slept with someone who was actually born a male and they don't identify as gay, they might fucking snap, and then it's not going to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
They will be killed.
So that's the reason why I'm saying this. I'm not trying to gay bash or trans bash or any of that, but I think that it's irresponsible to try to deceive somebody,
and dangerous.
A motherfucker could kill you if you try to play that game. That's all I'm saying.
It's very dangerous.
With caution if you want to play that game.
But that's what I'm saying. But they feel they arrogant to a point to where I don't have to tell you that, because it's not like if you see a trainee, like, especially you can tell, like, them strong faces. The person that had the best work done to this day is probably the one that was taking pictures with Chingy and them.
Who, Sydney?
Yeah,
there's been way better than her.
I don't know, like that one. She or he.
But that's the thing. The ones that's really good, you probably don't even know that they're actually, men to even name drop.
It's like the chick from Orange, or that
one. No.
You look at that shit like, come on, bro. You ain't even trying. Like, even the voice, like, like they got them weird voices. Like it's like they're going through puberty.
Yeah, my thing is, like I said, and again, it's not gay bashing or trans bashing or anything.
Nah.
Because I do know that people can get hurt, I just think it's irresponsible. It's no different from a woman who got a husband and you out here fucking with a nigga, making them think that you fucking completely single. Like, you're running the risk of getting fucked up if you not being truthful about what your situation is. I think everybody have a responsibility to be truthful about their situation. It's niggas out here getting killed because they not being truthful about their situations. Bitches, it's crazy.
Right.
You know? So, with that said, I do want to end this with a particular question. It's kind of funny, but it's also some real shit. I mean, it's just facts. Ain't no such thing as a female that texts back slow. She will hop out the shower to text you back if she feeling you. You believe that's true?
Nah.
What?
No. A motherfucker. First of all, how would she know who it is if she's in the shower? If we get technical, but a woman will. I mean, that's anybody. It's not just a woman.
That is true. You're right. I didn't think about that. I had to process that for a minute. My brain was going a little slow. You're right.
It's all right.
In the shower, but some people got those ringtones and shit.
Do people still do that? Set the ringtone? I don't do it.
I don't do it.
You know,
nobody matters that much for me to do that anyway.
You know, even in
I'm just being honest.
Even in the young wannabe player days, I couldn't do it.
I'd say probably like a few years ago, I was probably still doing that, but no more.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, okay, communication is not the key to a successful relationship. Comprehension is. Doesn't matter how much you communicate with a person. If they don't get shit, what good is communication? We always say communication is key, but is it? Comprehension is the key, right?
Communication is key. So that make comprehension what? The door? What would you compare comprehension to if communication is the key? Because that make a lot of sense. We can sit and talk all day, but if you're not understanding where I'm coming from or why we fighting, this shit is fucking null and void.
Right.
What's the metaphor?
I mean, communication is the key, but do you know how to turn a knob, nigga, and walk in? The fuck? Like, okay, you got the key, nigga, but do you even know what apartment number I live in, my nigga? Like, what door to come to? Like, do you got the address?
Communication is key.
Comprehension
is address. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I don't know.
That's true. That's very true.
Because we say that shit a lot.
Communication is key.
You know, it's like a lot of relationships and couples who be like, we never argue. We talk about everything. But they shit still fucked up. And I think that comprehension is really the major key. Another one. And another one.
My boy JB said effective communication is key. Effective.
Define effective. Effective. I mean, what does effective mean? Brittany says she agrees. What up, Brittany?
Oh, that's your people. That's your mans in them?
Yeah.
What up, Britt? Appreciate you joining us. Yeah, because we can sit and have a conversation, but if you don't help me understand and vice versa, what are we doing?
And you know, there's some people who'll let you talk and let you think that they listening and absorbing, but really they texting their bitch the whole time. Like, you know, like, oh, I'm talking to my other nigga right now, actually.
Been there, done that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, my 20s was horrible.
You keep saying that.
20s was...
What was you doing? Damn, my phone died.
Late 20s, I was trash. Even my 30s, my early 30s, I was trash. But, you know...
Well, damn, you only, 35, 36, right?
Allegedly. Nah, yeah,
How long haven't you been trash?
It's been a few years now.
Oh, okay.
But however... Is that the front door?
It's okay.
Oh. Hi. But however, it helped mold me into a better person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that being said,
Last time I checked,
we're gonna get up out of here. I hope everybody.
My phone died.
His phone died. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Those that's on Facebook Live, we appreciate you for watching and your comments. Those that's on Spreaker, we appreciate you. Shout out to our new Patreon, a patron, I should say, Anthony. We appreciate you, man. Most definitely.
He did it for the culture. Shout out to Nigeria.
You know what I'm saying? Stand up. If you want to become a supporter of Seriously Not Another Podcast and Townhouse Media, patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Come donate to us.
Yes, $20 offering, which is high. $20 love offering.
You heard me? Also, we are now on Pandora. You want to listen to us on Pandora? You want to listen to us Spotify?
You want to get some coin for listening to us? You go to Podcoin.
Podcoin. You want to listen?
Seriously.
Yeah, you want to get paid to listen to us? Go to Podcoin. Download the app and go check us out. Google Podcast, you know what it is. You can follow me on Instagram at The Real Ben Ready. Also follow the Facebook page, Townhouse Media, and Seriously Not Another Podcast. Oh, we're also on Instagram or Twitter. Snap that podcast. Just look us up. You can Google us, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm about to start a Twitter.
Let's get it.
I'll give it out next week.
All right, y'all. We up out here. Appreciate everybody. Catch us back next week. We gone, man. Peace.
Aisha.